bye-bye bowl game. With the football team's loss to the Wolfpack, Carolina's season will end in 2 weeks after the Heels allowed NC State to score too many points early in the game. In the first quarter, packs up by 3, Jamel Eugene takes the handoff, bulldozes his way in for a touchdown, and State fans are happy. They have a 10-point lead. Now in the second quarter, Eugene takes it again, bounces off tacklers, and it's another Wolfpack touchdown. Still in the second quarter, Daniel Evans looks left, throws, but Charles Brown picks it off, and it is off to the races. This will cover 92 yards, and Brown gets the interception return for a touchdown. Carolina's on the board. Oh, Mr. Wolf looks a little disappointed. Well, there's a little more where that came from. Connor Barth makes a field goal from 47 yards out. And jumping to the fourth quarter, Evans throws, but Kendrick Burney picks it off. And the Carolina sideline goes wild. Now Carolina has the lead. They're up by 3. But the Wolfpack isn't finished. Eugene on the carry again, in for the touchdown again, and State fans rejoice with a clutch win.
This is my first loss against NC State. It doesn't feel too good, but I said there's no more victories, but I love all you guys, with all my heart, and I know we're going to finish out strong.
The men's basketball team handily beat Lenore Ryan on Friday night. Danny Green showed he has more than just some killer dance moves. He and Tyler Hansbrough had double-doubles on the night. Green raked in 10 rebounds and scored 16 points. Here Hansbrough shows his slick skills as he moves straight past the defense, but he forgot to dribble. Hansbrough quickly redeemed himself by proving he could dunk and dribble. 3 other players were also in double figures. Deion Thompson, Ty Lawson, and Wayne Ellington were forces to be reckoned with. When the players from the far end of the bench had their time to shine, the crowd went wild. The Heels beat Lenore Ryan 107-52, but Coach Roy Williams says they still have a few things to work on.
We've got to get more consistent inside play on the backboards, and I think if we do that and get more consistent ball handling from the perimeter, those would be 2 things that I think we need to focus on.
After beating NC Central on Friday, the women's basketball team took on the Arizona State Sun Devils in the first game of the State Farm Classic. In the first half, Italy Lucas puts up this shot, misses, but Jessica Breland recovers and gets the points. Heels defense for you coming up. LaToya Pringle comes up with this big block, but that was just a little taste. Pringle, once you pop, you can't stop, comes up with another block. And a laid-back Ramses takes a few minutes to just kind of take in the scene. Now in the second half action, the Sun Devils lose the ball and Orlana Larkins gets an easy bucket. Now, Rebecca Gray looks for passing room, sends it to Larkins, and Larkins says, "No, I can do this myself." She gets another one. Coach Sylvia Hatchell thought her young players played well against their first top 25 opponent.
Our freshmen, they got out there and they played hard. Now they made a lot of defensive mistakes, but you know what? We're going to get a lot better, especially defensively. And at times we didn't, we were a little out of sync, but I just told them, I said, just don't slow down.
The women's field hockey team moves to the NCAA Final Four after a winning weekend. The Heels started out on Saturday against Stanford with 4 goals in the first half. Freshman Caitlin Falgowski scored the first and third goals for the Heels. Here's Britt Van Beek with the 4th goal. It was UNC's 14th shutout of the season. Sunday, JMU wasn't afraid to fight dirty, but it didn't do the Dukes much good. After a scoreless first half, the Heels scored late in the second half. It was the only goal of the game, but with 2 seconds remaining, the ball went in for JMU, but hold the phone. The officials said the ball went off a foot of a Carolina player and did not count because the Dukes hit the ball from outside the circle. The Carolina girls celebrated in different ways, some with tears and some jumping up and down. The Heels head to Maryland this weekend for the Final Four.
We will not change anything in our preparation. We've been having basically the same game plan all year long. So we just want to move the ball. We want to play good possession hockey. We want to defend to win and execute on our penalty corner.
The women's soccer team rules the ACC once again. Carolina squeaked past the pesky Seminoles of Florida State in Sunday's championship game, for their 18th title in 19 years. Nikki Washington got the game winner and earned tournament MVP honors. The Heels head into the NCAA tournament as the 4th-ranked team in the land. One more quick note about field hockey. I don't know if you knew this, but now the field hockey team has the most shutouts of any UNC team in the history of UNC sports.
That's great.
Shutouts.
That's absolutely great, and good for them. Good luck in the Final Four.
Thanks, Mark. And Adam, while you and Mark and plenty others on campus are ready to put the football game behind us, there's another sport on campus that's making rounds on campus.
Coming up, our Johnny O will take a jab at the world of the boxing Tar Heels.